Round one in the Western Conference begins.
So Phoenix. Wins the tip. Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Jaren Jackson out there with Mynba. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Burke in at the 1. Here's Burke. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Doncic. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Mynba.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Burke. Mynba screen. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Gervin. 5 to shoot. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip off. Hammers it home.
So nice. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? You look at Dallas. They fought hard to get the seed they earned. Now they need to make the most of it.
Yeah, they'll be heavy favorites in this matchup. That said, they can't look beyond the first round. Do what they've done all season and just take care of business. Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Pass to Holmgren. Doncic outside. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the night right here. He's off on the second. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Holmgren against Wembanyama. Jackson with a screen on Holmgren. No coverage that time.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Oh, swiped away. Here's Burke. He's got 6. Pass to Jackson. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Burke. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Here's Gervin. Defended by Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Gervin, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. Pass to Gervin, looking to win the run. Drains the triple. Gervin's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Burke. Rejected by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Here's Burke. Guarded by Doncic. And it's Burke missing. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Gervin. Drills the baseline jumper. He's got 7.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play. Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Sinks the tray. Wembanyama's got his second bucket of the night.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
And that was good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Burke. He's got 12. Takes the three. Wembanyama, no good. Doncic against Thompson. Fades back. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Burke. Guarded by Doncic. Burke, the pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Burke. Three-pointer. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Holmgren with a screen on Thompson. Here's Gervin, defended by Thompson. Pulls up, high post. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Burke. 15 points in the game. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. To the right side. Here's Gervin. He's covered by Siakam. And here's Doncic outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Phoenix leading by 4. Here's Burke. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Pass to Johnson. Now Holmgren.
2 fouls for him now in the first quarter, and now all of a sudden do you think about changing his rotation minutes for the rest of the half?
The Suns making a switch here. Siakam's checked in. Here's Harper. Down low. Here's Martin. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He's undersized for a 4, but his hops level the playing field.
Towns outside. Holmgren with the block. To the paint. Martin misses.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Here's the break. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Siakam with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Johnson passes to Doncic. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it to tie the game. Holmgren's got 9.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Here's Wallace. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. The kick out to Johnson. Second shot opportunity. Doncic, no good.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
Holmgren outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. He's got 11. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing playing with great pace.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Mavericks making a change here. Jefferson pass to Towns. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. To end the drought. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound in this one. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Johnson against Siakam. Rebounded by Johnson.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
We know Ingram as a scorer, but Brandon's really worked on his passing game over the years.
Siakam, pass to Towns. Towns on a screen. Pass to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot here. Wallace. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ingram against Siakam. Outside Johnson. Pass to Wallace. Will it go? The Mavericks pull it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Ingram. Back to Holmgren from deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that does it for the first quarter. The Mavericks on top, up 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And time for us to get back into it here in game 1. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, we've got Jackson. He's out there with Wembanyama. And it's Burke in his point. free throw is good. Both shots good from the strike.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Thompson outside. Pass to Jackson from outside the arc. And they get it back. Now Thompson. Here's Jefferson, covered by Ingram. Jefferson can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 6. Here's Harper. To the inside. Cuts off the pass. Mynba pass to Burke. Jackson with it. And Johnson picks him up defensively. Pass to Mynba. Here's Burke. Launches a 3. That one's true. And that's 9 for 12 for him now.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Here's Durbin. Yep, that one goes. Durbin's got 11 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Jefferson. Here's Burke. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Burke's got 5 points in the quarter.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Ingram from the arc. Fires in the triple.
Developing a more compact motion on his shot has improved Ingram's consistency from range.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Oh, Mynba throws it down.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Harper. Yet to see a basket. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. 2 on the clock. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Suns trail by 4. Here's Burke. He's got 22. Here's Mynba. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Well, this guy's job is to crash the offensive glass, and he does it at a high level.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Durbin. He's got 11. From deep, Harper. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Jackson. And it's all tied up.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Inside, here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Phoenix shooting their first free throws of this game. And now they lead as the free throw drops in for them. So for Dallas, Holmgren comes in for Sabonis, and Brandon Ingram is subbed in for Harper. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Pass to Gervin. Shot clock at 6.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Dallas shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. For Phoenix, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
Oh, to the middle. Deflects the pass. Here's Burke. 22 points for him. Kicks it out to Jackson. Oh, and a fast break. Whoa!
Looking like a spider attacking a fly. Ingram came at the rim with fierce intentions.
Pass to Thompson. Throws it up high. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Here's Gervin. He's got 12. 6 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Holmgren, left side. Doncic passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Outside for Wembanyama. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Back to Burke. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Burke, pass to Thompson. Now Wembanyama. He's covered by Holmgren. And the basket is good. And now a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the second period.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
Burke, the pass to Jackson. Back to Burke. Thompson scanning the floor. Pass to Jackson. Here's Burke, guarded by Doncic. And it's Burke missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Holmgren, count that one. Holmgren's got 17.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Wembanyama, fires from deep, nails it from 3.
They're shooting nearly 50% from beyond the arc, and their confidence is growing.
Here's Gervin. Back to Doncic. It's blocked.
Oh, don't look now. Twice on the pipes. Big-time denial by Jefferson. Gosh, it feels like he's pressing a little bit, and obviously playing from behind doesn't help.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Pass to Johnson. And he lobs it up top. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And with that length and athleticism, Johnson is always a lob threat.
Here's Burke, guarded by Doncic. Burke, it's good.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Pass to Gervin. Connects on the 17-footer. He's got 16. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And Dallas making a change here. Martin's checked in. The Suns lead by 7. Now here's Siakam. No made baskets yet. Here's Burke. This one for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Dallas shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Phoenix with it, leading by 5. Pass to Burke. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Burke's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
A minute 9 left in the first half of this game. Drops in the 3. Doncic has got 7 points.
They've got some ground to make up, and shooting the 3-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do it.
Burke, it's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Mavericks trail by 6. Tipped. Holmgren outside. Pass to Martin. Here's Doncic. Lets the 3 fly. Siakam pulls down the board. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Burke, the pass to Towns. From deep, Johnson. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
The catch and shoot is exactly what you're looking for. Cam Johnson, one of the best shooters in the league.
Pass to Burke. Here's Wallace. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Phoenix. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be back in a moment.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Phoenix Suns.
You know who's having a great time watching these guys launch it from downtown? Me. You know who's not? Wilt Chamberlain over there.
Yeah, I don't even want to look in his direction. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks, I'm curious. You guys both played in a lot of playoff games. What's a game 1 like?
To me, it's the most important game of the series. A chance to come out strong, set the tone, Ernie. Like getting everyone on notice. And game 1s are really the best chance for the underdog to sneak in and steal a win.
Yeah, you say that, Kitty, because you're the underdog around here. You better not be stealing nothing away from me. Stay away from my snacks. I'm the alpha.
Well, glad the whole pack was able to weigh in on that one. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 9. They've got Holmgren, and it's Martin in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. says it all. They are fired up.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Pass to Gervin. Back to Doncic. From deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 tonight. Jackson outside. Here's Burke, guarded by Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. To the inside. And stolen by Jackson. Siakam against Martin. Burke, the pass to Siakam. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Jackson. Tries again. And it's Wembanyama laying it in. Wembanyama's got 23.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Gervin, pass to Dumars. Now here's Doncic. No good on the 3.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And of course, that one was just crazy.
Here's Wembanyama. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Burke. From the arc. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Gervin. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Brad.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Dumars passes to Holmgren. Doncic outside. Pass to Gervin. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Doncic passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Look out below.
You got no chance defending him right there. Pass to Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his second trip to the line of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Here's Gervin. Give him 23. Here he goes. 2 points. That one goes. Gervin's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
3 ball, Spicy P.
The more Siakam uses the three-point shot, the more it helps his game. It makes him the all-around player he needs to be.
Here's Gervin. It's hauled in by the Suns. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Burke. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Here's Burke, guarded by Doncic. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Dumars. Pass to Gervin. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
And here's Thompson. Here's Burke. 37 points for him. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness. He's forcing the action now, finally getting to the charity stripe after no freebies in the first half.
And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
And so it's Dallas with it. 15-point game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
It's Martin on the wing. Dumars passes to Martin. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Holmgren with a screen on Siakam. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Here's Burke driving in.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. Pass to Gervin. Jackson against Martin. Here's Gervin. Here's Dumars. No points yet. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Siakam. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Here's Burke. He's covered by Holmgren. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 13. Stolen by Thompson. And now the Suns fast break. And stolen by Holmgren. to Doncic. On the clock. Back to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
And it's Burke missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Dumars passes to Holmgren. Holmgren had a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And here's Siakam for three, and it's Martin with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 11. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here's the fast break. Kicks it out to Siakam. Burke on the wing. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Phoenix leading by 11. Here's Burke. He's got 44. Out to Thompson. Siakam for three. Here's Wembanyama. And it's good for two. Wembanyama's got 27.
He's been doing this for them all game. I mean, just staying alert and taking advantage of every opportunity.
And he's back-to-back games like this. He is on a tear, competing with every ounce of energy he's got.
Clock at 6. Here's Gervin. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
Here's Jackson. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Martin. Here's Dumars, defended by Thompson. Dumars passes to Doncic. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Phoenix making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for Jackson. Johnson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Wallace in for Thompson. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Towns for three. And Ingram has got the ball here for Dallas. Pass to Gervin. To the paint. And Sabonis slams it in.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Towns passes to Wallace. Here's Burke. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Here's Harper, watched by Wallace. Takes a three, and Harper good for three. Harper's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And he drops the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Gervin. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Hits yet again. Wow!
Talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. Man, this guy is clutch. Holmgren against Towns. Yep, count it. Holmgren's got 27.
Yeah, just doing his part. Staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Towns on a screen. Here's Burke. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. That one on Johnson. And the first one at the line is good.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Siakam, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Mavericks trail by 15. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Oh, it's stolen away. Burke, the pass to Johnson. Off the mark there with a 3. The Mavericks on offense. Outside Ingram. Pass to Harper. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram.
Yeah, surprised he doesn't have more shot attempts. He's been accurate. You'd think he'd want to take control now with them behind.
Siakam, no good.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
That one falls.
It's hard trying to match up with Ingram, especially when he's looking to score inside.
Here's Burke. Five to shoot. Pass to Towns. Great D that time from Holmgren. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Siakam the screen. Now here's Towns. Siakam outside. And there's a pick. Puts up a deep 3. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Pass to Burke. It's rebounded by Dallas. Holmgren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Dumars passes to Johnson. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Martin, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Phoenix also changing it up. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Amin Thompson in for Wallace. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Phoenix's coach address his team. He loves their effort tonight. He said, quote, "This is how we wanted to come into this, looking to push the action, dictating the tempo. We are where we need to be to even things up." Of course, he's talking about the season series. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Credit the hard work coming back. They're doing their best to steal this game.
Showing so much passion and determination here at the end. They're close to the lead, but still have plenty of work left to do.
Pass to Towns. And here's Thompson for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Here's Dumars. Martin a screen. Here's Dumars. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got 6 rebounds in the game. And there's a 3-second violation. The Mavericks making a switch here. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 10. To 1 run. Gervin, pass to Doncic. Here's Gervin. Tries it from 19, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Gervin's got 29.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the timeout called here by Jordan Ott. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Wembanyama's checked in for the Suns. Phoenix leading by 5. Here's Burke. Takes it inside. Here's Jackson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
The Mavericks have gone 6 for 9 here in the fourth quarter. Johnson passes to Gervin. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Burke. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic with it. Down low. Here's Gervin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run. Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Inside, Jackson. And it's Martin with the rebound.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
From 13. And again, it's Dallas.
Boy, terrific individual effort, almost single-handedly. This guy trying to keep them competitive.
Here's Burke. Wembanyama, screen on Doncic. Burke, pass to Wembanyama, and he makes it. Wembanyama's got 10 points in just the second half.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Siakam. The Mavericks pull it in. Martin's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Gervin, defended by Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gervin. Siakam pulls down the board. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up to Phoenix. At one point, they led by 16. Free throw good, Wembanyama. And Dallas making a change here. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Mavericks trail by 11. Pass to Dumars. And here's Holmgren. Doncic outside. 4-3. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. Thompson outside. Here's Burke. Back to Thompson. Pass to Burke. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Here's Jackson. Here's Burke, guarded by Doncic. Wembanyama. Holmgren with the block. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Oh, that's a great block. Jackson protecting the house.
Holmgren there for the rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And for the Suns, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Here's Burke, guarded by Doncic. Here's Burke. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson fires. Ooh, he leaves no question.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Phoenix leading by 11.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Suns.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry this same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
And what a huge performance it was for money.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Gervin. He's covered by Siakam. And he powers it down, one-handed. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. And it all...
Hey there,
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up.
Western Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Suns come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Mavericks. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
We are just about ready to get underway here in Game 2 of the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. 2K Sports brings it to you live once again. And tonight we'll see the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony, and look at the Mavericks. You know, you can't always say this is a must-win game, but I'm going to throw it out there anyway. Can you?
Well, very few teams have come back from losing their first 2 at home. I'm not saying it can't be done, but they don't want to test that theory.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Wembanyama. Thompson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Johnson, and it's Burke in at the point guard. And slam dunk by Burke.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Yeah, once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Gervin outside. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Suns. 4-point game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Near the 3-point line, it's Doncic. Off target from the wing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Wembanyama, a screen on Dumas. Burke can't get it to go. And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Back to you.
Great work as always, Hallie. Thank you. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Gervin against Thompson. Clock at 6.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Suns making a change here. Siakam's checked in. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside Dumont. On the wing, Doncic. Wants to get it to Holmgren and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Yeah, not the start that they wanted, but maybe that basket was all they needed to get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Close it up for Wembanyama. Holmgren with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. And here's Dumars outside. Suns leading by 5. And Thompson kicks to Burke. And Gervin sends it back. It's Gervin on the wing. Fires for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here is Burke. For the three. Hits it from three-point range. Burke's got his third basket of the night right there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Lets it go with the three. It's rebounded by Dallas. They come off the loss on Friday.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of the bar. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
Pass to Wembanyama. Burke with it. Kenan Gervin. Here's Burke. He's got 7. Here's Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix no good that time either.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
Doncic outside. Siakam against Gervin. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Holmgren. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Doncic with the steal. Pass to Martin. Back to Doncic. Gervin dishes to Doncic. Plays it up and banks it in.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Burke finds Wembanyama. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Siakam passes to Burke. Jackson a screen on Doncic. A 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks, trailing by 5.
And there's that signature rim protection from Jackson Jr., making his presence felt.
Thompson outside. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Burke. Down low. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Burke. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Suns.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they've also been pressuring the ball tonight. You don't get this many steals without making an effort there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Jalen Johnson checked in for Gervin. And it's Harper in for Dumont. Wembanyama a screen. Here's Burke. Up and in on the layup. Burke's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Doncic, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter. And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Martin kicks to Johnson. Doncic left side. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Suns leading by 11. Pass to Burke. Wembanyama sets a screen for Burke. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. He clangs that one off the back iron and down it falls.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, you leave it alone until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Holmgren kicks to Johnson. Holmgren sets the screen for Johnson. Out to Doncic. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. And that one, good.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Wembanyama, a screen on Harper. Burke dishes to Thompson. All sorts of time. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Pass to Siakam. Back to Jackson. And here is Burke. Launches a 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harper kicks to Martin. Now Holmgren. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
Here's Burke, and it's blocked. Doncic feeling it out. Holmgren the pass to Harper. Holmgren sets the screen for Harper. Here's Doncic. Back to Harper. A 3 ball. Siakam pulls it in. Suns leading by 7. Burke the pass to Wembanyama. Good on the bucket. Wembanyama's got 13 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Johnson can't get it to go. And now Siakam pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 9. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. They've got Jefferson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Burke, and it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. And it's Ingram missing. Suns leading by 9. Burke with it. Johnson in the corner. Back to Burke. Siakam a screen on Harper. 5 to shoot. Siakam trying to free himself up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Phoenix, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Burke gets them both.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
It's Irvin on the wing. Yes, that goes in. Irvin's got his second basket of the night. The Suns shooting well, 50% from the floor. Towns a screen on Harper. Burke kicks to Towns. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. And the Suns lead by 12.
And this young guy Towns has the touch from deep. Give him breathing room, and he'll let it fly.
Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for Joe Dumars. He's checked in for Brandon Ingram. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Suns leading by 11. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots another 3 for Phoenix.
And at that three-point line, Jefferson can be a threat. He has gotten more accurate and confident as a shooter.
Here's Gervin. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
And he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Burke looking over the floor. Towns up top. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Johnson the screen. Here's Dumars. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And slam dunk by Burke.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Outside Dumars. Good on the three-point shot. Dumars got 6.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Outside Towns. It's good. The assist that time from Burke. Burke's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Mavericks making a change here. Holmgren's checked in. And for the Suns, Mynba, he's checked in for Towns. Jaren Jackson comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Jefferson. Johnson with the bounce pass. Here's Gervin. And the rejection by Mynba. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Puts up a deep 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Really left alone that time. Johnson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Burke, 15 points in the game. To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. Harper the pass to Dumars. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Mynba for 3. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Burke's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Harper kicks to Dumars. Floats it up for Holmgren. It's stolen by Mynba. Offensive rebound.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Harper sets a pick for Johnson. Pass to Dumars. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And they're getting to the line a lot. this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Here's Burke, and slam dunk by Burke.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Johnson finds Gervin. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds and last touch by Holmgren. Ingram, he's checked in for Dallas. And here are the Suns now. 17-point lead, their biggest. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. And the shot goes in. Wembanyama has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, here's Holmgren. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Dallas, no good that time either.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And it's good, 2 points. Dumar's got 13 points.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Burke, the pass to Wembanyama. It's good, the assist that time from Burke. And the Suns lead by 21.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Suns.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. And here's Dumar's outside.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. Burke, the pass to Wembanyama. It's good. Wembanyama has got 26.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Holmgren. No good that time. Good defense by Wembanyama. Will not go. This is off the front line. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
Now here's Burke. He's got 17.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Doncic, and he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A different look for Dallas. Harden's checked in for Johnson, and Gervin subbed in for Ingram. And for the Suns, Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jaren Jackson, and it's Jefferson in for Johnson. Here's Jefferson. Outside, Towns. Beyond the arc. Joe Dumars with the rebound.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Burke with the bounce pass. Towns against Martin. Wembanyama outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Wembanyama has got 29 in the game.
And you know, more often than not, when you're open, Towns will find you, right? A willing facilitator.
And it's Gervin finishing it off.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Towns for 3. Kenyon Martin grabs the board.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
It's good from long range. He's got 22.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Gervin outside. Doncic outside. Martin the pass to Doncic. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Doncic, no good.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And there's another turnover by the Suns. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Doncic left side. Gervin right side. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix in very good shape with a 20. Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Defensively, play like you care, that's all.
Well, there's also a talent gap, right? I mean, what can they do about that?
Looking at the series, and that is our...
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. And so it's Gervin with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So with Johnson on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Joe Dumars. Martin is out there with Holmgren. Then there's Gervin. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And so he hits both. Dallas shooting under 40% all in all for the game. And that one is good. Gervin's got 11.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the win.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Dumars dishes to Doncic. Here's Holmgren. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Burke. His 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Dallas. Gervin passes to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Here's Holmgren. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Out to the wing. And here is Burke. 22 points for him. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And he gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 31.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Burke can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Doncic kicks to Dumars. Outside Gervin. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Dumars got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Johnson in the corner. Back to Burke. Wembanyama passes to Burke. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. Burke hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Gervin in the high post. Working on Thompson to the paint. Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup. Doncic has got 8 points.
He's good enough where it takes a lot to bother him at the rim like that.
Here's Burke. 24 points for him. And slam dunk by Burke.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
And the rejection by Jackson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Burke can't get it to go.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
To the middle, here's Thompson, and there it is for him.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Martins to Griffin. Takes it inside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And they'll get another chance. Jackson setting the pick here for Burke. Shoots the three. Jackson gets the bucket.